So I'm pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. So today, a warm welcome to the 96th meeting of the Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. As we all know that Toastmaster is having some guidelines that we have to follow in every meeting. So I request all of you to rename yourself. All Toastmasters can prefix team to your name and guests can prefix guest. I request all the speakers and role holders to prefix their role to their names so that is easy to identify. For instance, if I'm doing the role of the Sa, then Sa underscore TM Debanjana. So I will request everyone to rename themselves in 10 seconds if anyone hasn't done yet. Okay. So I will continue. So the next important pointer that we have to keep in mind is that all speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. I would request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking as it disturbs the speaker. You can use the private chat to provide feedback. You all are requested to keep your audio on mute in case you aren't speaking. Please turn off the video in case you do not need it. And if your video is turned on, please maintain proper proportion. Please do not talk about sex, religion, or politics in a derogatory manner. So finally, it's the time to share the mission of our club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, let me welcome our president of the club, who is not only a walking professional, but also a mother of a super energetic girl. Also, she's a strong believer of strong work ethic. Apart from that, she loves to travel and also read books. So please welcome our very own Team Shushmita. Ma'am, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Let's the applaud continue for our wonderful Sa Toastmaster Debanjana. And once again, I welcome everyone to Globetrotters Toastmasters Club meeting and officially open it for the day. Now, before we continue for further meeting, every time I share some of my personal experience. Today also, I cannot refrain myself. Please raise your hand if you have done group study anytime. How many of you have done that? Wow, wonderful. Now, can someone tell why do you feel it's effective and why did you wait for that group study? Anyone?
Time management. You're bound to learn through cross learning. What you know, and what you don't know, many others know.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. And I would also like to know from our Toastmaster Madhusudan. Toastmaster Madhusudan, please share.
Madam, whenever we indulge in a group study, whatever we study gets embedded in our mind.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Now, you might be thinking, why in a Sunday morning I am talking about group study? And that is because of Toastmaster. To me, it's a place where we can do some kind of group study. We can learn how to speak in public, how to grow our leadership from office also. But it's Toastmaster is a supportive community. This is not only to learn public speaking, we here learn in a community. We help each other. We learn from others. We share what we have learned and to others, and others share what they have learned. So we learn very quickly. Also, we get a team also where we can enhance our leadership skill also. So ladies and gentlemen, please join Toastmaster if you have not joined, and please Don't forget to renew if you have not renewed yet for the next 6 months. Before we continue further, let me ask I can see Toastmaster Priyam here today. Let me ask him why he joins Toastmaster meeting. Nowadays I can see him everywhere. What he is gaining from Toastmaster?
Hi, very good morning to all present here. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. I joined Toastmasters last year because I was lacking a peer group that was interested in public speaking. As a child, as a student, I had always been a keen public speaker. So to have a core group of friends who are interested in public speaking as well, that's why I joined Toastmasters. And why I continue to join meetings and continue to attend meetings is because I learn so much from everybody. Everybody here is from all walks of life, from all age cohorts. There are people who are 50 years plus, there are people who are 18 years old. So there's a mix, there's a melting pot of young and old here. That's what I enjoy most about Toastmasters. There's so much to learn from the young and old that I keep coming back every Sunday, even Saturdays, to join in the meetings.
Thank you, thank you. You motivate me so much. If anyone doesn't know, he was division podium finisher for evaluation contest as well as table topic contest. Thank you. Let's move further. So we are waiting for the day to know more about what's coming up. So to take our meeting further, I will welcome someone else to podium. In Toastmaster, we all know about triple count and we all wish if I could get it, we work hard to get triple count. And this person is the achiever of triple count 2 times, not only once. He has already completed 2 pathways, though he is very young. And our club name is Globetrotters, but he is literally Globetrotters. He also loves skydiving, though I am very scared of that. Let me welcome today's Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Swarnava Malik on ePodium. Toastmaster Swarnava Malik, the ePodium is all yours.
Very good evening to each and everyone present here. So please keep the applause going for the president of the club. As ma'am told us, Toastmasters carry our motto on the shoulders, where leaders are made. And in life, to become a leader, tell me some things that is needed. Toastmaster Priyam, as Toastmasters carries a motto that we all are aware of, as you are a part of this organization since quite a long. Tell me just one quality that is needed for a person to become a leader from a normal person. One quality.
Although there are many qualities, one quality that I've always noticed in all the leaders that I've been surrounded by is that they are extremely approachable. A leader is not somebody who stays aloof in a fortress. A leader is somebody who's always available for the people that he's leading, whether it be staff members, whether it is a teacher leading their students, whether it is a coach guiding football professionals. So they must always be approachable. And one great example of this is Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Legend has it that he always has his room open. He just isn't accessible by phone, but he always has his hotel room open so that anybody can just come in and talk to him about anything. So yes, approachability is one quality.
First thing is approachability. Next, I like to call Madhusudhan. Can you let us know about just one quality? What do you think that needed to form a person into a leader, apart from the last approachability point?
To put it simply, leadership means not position, but action.
Okay, action. We have to do action. A man is not known by his words, but by his actions. The famous quote follows. So I'd like to ask Toastmaster Jyoti, can you, ma'am, please let us know about one quality what leaders are needed to be formed? How can a normal person like us become leaders in our lives?
For me, a leader is somebody who leads from behind.
A leader,
So I feel leader is somebody who acts and behaves like one even before the title is given. So
That is true leadership. Thank you, ma'am. Right now, in my both of my hands, I have a plethora of definitions of leadership and Toastmasters with the motto where leaders are made. So just one quality having itself is not enough to get into the process of transition from a normal person to a leader. Today's theme is achieving the nirvana. Before proceeding to the theme, let's do a short activity to get our mind to be focused. So I request everyone, kindly close your eyes and put your right hand over your chest like this and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And please repeat after me. Om. 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 Now, kindly open your beautiful eyes. Toastmaster Devanjana, can you please unmute yourself and let us know how did you feel after this activity?
Hello, team. Aswani. I'm not able to hear you actually properly.
So my sound is audible, right? Can you give a thumbs up if my sound is audible? Yeah, great.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So can you please let us know how did you felt after this short round of mind activity?
Yeah, like I felt calm and focused, like more to hear more about the meeting. Like I got a little focused and calm.
That's beautiful. So Toastmaster Shushmita, can you please let us know how did you felt after this activity?
Yes, frankly speaking, you already know there are a couple of changes for today's meeting, and me and Devanjana were working in the background to make things sorted. We are a bit stressed, frankly speaking, but now I know like all is well, everything will go fine. That's what
All,
I'm feeling at this very moment.
all is well. In life, each and everything is going to be well. That's the motto of Nirvana. Right now, I'd like to ask you, the people present here, what do you mean by Nirvana in your terms? So I like to call distinguished Toastmaster Archita Tiwari. Ma'am, can you please let us know what do you mean by Nirvana?
Um, Hello everyone. I will start my video in another 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
So, Nirvana, according to me, I think means the ability to be able to rise above all kinds of worldly pleasures and experience a feeling of being able to be free from all kinds of foundations of the world. So, I think maybe that.
Great. To be free. Yeah, Toastmaster Madhusoodan, please.
A state of being blissful with love and compassion.
State of being blissful with love and compassion. That's great. Next, like to call Toastmaster Mrinal. Can you please let us know about your thoughts? What do you mean by the term Nirvana?
So Nirvana is a practice of Buddhism, is a spiritual practice, and I'm already following my life. One of the key component of Nirvana practice, one exercise called mindfulness exercise. How you can do that? Whatever we already told, it's a 15 minutes exercise, and you can go up to 1 hour, 2 hours. So it's all about self-awareness. Who you are, where you are, what you want to achieve in spiritual practice. This all about Nirvana in Buddhism.
That's great, Toastmaster Minal. You know a lot about Nirvana. The term Nirvana comes from the term Niravana, which means to go beyond the boundaries. Right now, what are boundaries? As the meeting progresses further, let's discuss them more. On the journey of attaining nirvana, what is the biggest lessons the persons can do? It's learning how to deal with the pain, it's the learning how to deal with the sorrow, it's the learning how to face your challenges and your problems. In Toastmasters, also, we all come here to learn and grow. If you ask me, Toastmasters Swarnava, why do you come to Toastmasters? Why? My simple answer is learn and grow. Just like that, Nirvana or Nirvana proceeds in life. Toastmasters meetings also proceeds. Toastmasters meeting has three sections. First section is of the prepared speech sections, where the prepared speaker who are preparing the speeches for days or for months, who come up on the podium to share their insights. Plus, their speeches are being mentored by their respective mentors. Next is the round for roller coaster ride. And why it is roller coaster ride, that is the table topic section. The table topic master will remove the curtain from it. Last but not the least, where leaders are made, it is round of evaluation that is known as a breakfast, lunch, or dinner for the champions, where we come to know where we have done great and where we can do better in that. So for that, I like to call a person upon a stage. That person, I met him in a club, City of Joy, and I was struck by his beautiful speech. And he is the president of a club of Youth Toastmasters Club, and he is a Toastmaster by his heart, and he and me shares two hobbies. One is reading plethora of books and traveling. With a big round of applause, let's call the G of the meet, Toastmaster Priyam, on the stage. The stage is all yours.
Can we keep the applause going for the wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shornovo? Thank you so much for that warm and lovely introduction. I always look forward to those introductions of yours. So whenever your team on, I'll be G. Let's keep that pact. Moving on to the evaluation section. In my opinion, this is the most important section of any Toastmasters meeting, and I, as the general evaluator, will help run this section. Now, in order to evaluate the entire session, that is the job of the general evaluator, I have a team of people ready, an army, who will help me evaluate. There are two speakers today. There's Toastmaster Jyoti and Toastmaster Mrinal, and the evaluators for them, Toastmaster Archita and Toastmaster Sushmita, respectively, will help me evaluate those speeches. And I have two other tag role players to help me in the evaluation section, namely the timer and the language evaluator. Let me go on and introduce the timer for today's meeting. Toastmaster Madhurima. Toastmaster Madhurima is the timer for today's meeting. She, by profession, is a human resource executive at Reliance Group, so she won't have any trouble in timing today's meeting, since she has to keep a tab of the time of every employee's productivity in her professional life. So, welcoming Toastmaster Madhurima to explain the role of a timer. Toastmaster Madhurima. Toastmaster Madhurima, are you here? Toastmaster Madhurima. Okay, so let me go on and introduce the role of the timer myself. What the timer essentially does is keep a tab of the time of the entire meeting. There are two speeches that will be delivered today, and both of them will be 5 to 7 minute speeches. And the way the speeches will be timed is at the end of 5 minutes, the timer shall display the green card. The timer shall be sharing their screen. At the end of 6 minutes, they shall share the yellow card. And at the end of 7 minutes, they shall share the red card. Now, the speaker can speak for 7 minutes, 30 seconds at maximum. And that is when they get disqualified beyond 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We are not having a table topic section today, so I will not go on into the depths and details of a table topic section. Moving on to the language evaluator. Now, the language evaluator is somebody who is the retired chief manager of the Union Bank of India. Let me introduce the language evaluator, Toastmaster Madhusudan. Toastmaster Madhusudan, please explain the role of a language evaluator.
Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. As a counter, my role is to observe the unnecessary sounds or repetitive words you may use when you are speaking. I will also take note of words such as you, like, so. These are the filler words which affects the effectiveness of a speech. And as a grammarian, it is my gross responsibility to observe the language usage of all the speakers and guests, and also incorrect usage of grammar. I will also take note of good sayings, thoughts, quotations. As a grammarian, it is my duty to introduce word of the day. The word of the day for today's meeting is banal, which means not original or dull. Used as a sentence, when you are writing, try not to be banal. Each speaker is requested to use word of the day in their speeches and request audience as well as members to show thumbs up and word of applause when word of the day is used during the course of this meeting. I will give my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhusudan, for explaining your role so beautifully. I would also request you to put down the word of the day in the chat box so that people can clearly see it and refer to it from time to time. Toastmaster Madhurima is also here. Toastmaster Madhurima, would you further like to delve into the details of the role of a timer? I've already explained the basics. You can explain your role once again.
Yes. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As timer, I will note down the time for the formal speeches, educational speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert speeches of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards. Please note there is a grace period of 30 seconds both of the upper and the lower sides for the prepared speech section. There is an educational space that have a time length of 18 to 22 minutes. At 18 minutes, I will raise the green card like this. And at the 19 minutes, I will raise the yellow card like this. And at the 20 minutes, I will raise the red cards like this. And for the speech should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card, and 7 minutes, I will raise the red cards. And for the evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. And 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card, and 3 minutes, I will raise the red cards. I'll present my report when called upon to do so, the general evaluators. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhurima, for explaining your role so well. You filled in some of the white patches that I'd missed, meaning there will be a longer speech in today's meeting and also the evaluators section, timing the evaluator as well. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhurima. With that, I have introduced all the tag role players in today's meeting, and I'd like to hand over the stage back to the wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shornovo. Over to you.
Well, please keep the applause going for the general evaluator of the meet. Right now, the first step or the stepping stone of achieving nirvana. Guess what? Any guesses? how can a person can achieve the Buddhist term nirvana or nirvana? First step is to be generous. Can I get a frank raise of hands? How many of you are generous here? And if I ask you the question, if a person comes to you, sir, ma'am, I need some money, how many of you are willing to give it generously? Raise of hands, quite a ubiquitous amount of hands. So people are already on the verge of attaining nirvana. The term generosity means selfless helpfulness. How much we can help each other. That is the first step of achieving nirvana in life. In our day-to-day life, you would observe a plethora of people around you. But can you even notice, can you even think for the last time when you showed your supreme generosity towards the other person? When it was the last time? Kindly think of that last moment with a big smile on your face. Right now, you must be thinking that nirvana and our life goals might get conflicted with each other. Because human, we all come here to this earth for our own goals. We, each and everyone present here right now, 10 participants in this Zoom meeting, have 10 different goals in life to achieve. For someone, they want to be a rising star in Toastmasters. For someone, they want to be as great lawyers. For someone, they want to be great bankers. We all have different goals in Toastmasters that bring us to here all together to see the growth. Right now, people might be thinking growth and generosity can get conflicted with each other, but the answer is no. You can still grow in life towards your goal by getting generous towards it. That is the first stepping stone of achieving nirvana in life. So, without doing further ado, let's call the first speaker of the meet. Before calling to the first speaker, so I like to call the first evaluator of the meet. She is from my own club, Kolkata Toastmasters Club, and she is really a veteran Toastmasters, given a plethora of speeches. And the moment I see her on stage, I am mesmerized each and every moment. She is our distinguished Toastmaster, and she is a holder of different hats in Toastmasters and as well as in her professional life. She works with Amazon, she is a soft skills trainer, and what not, my dear audience. So, with a big round of applause, let's call distinguished Toastmaster Archita Tiwari to share the speech objectives for the first speaker of the meet. With a big round of applause.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day. I will switch on my video because right now, due to the weather, there's a little bit of bandwidth issue and I don't want to miss out anything that our speaker says or does. So once I'm done with their speech, okay, I will definitely make sure to switch on my video so that even if after that there's a network error, I don't mind. Our speaker today is delivering the speech from the path Team Collaboration Level 4. I would like to read out the purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to effectively use public relation strategies for any group or situation. The purpose is for the member to share some aspect of their own public relations strategy. I would request the timer. Please note that the time is 5 to 7 minutes, and I wish the speaker all the best.
Right now, coming back to the speaker, she is a person who is a social entrepreneur and she works with a lot of people to uplift the position of women in the society. Also, she is a TEDx speaker among us. So with a big round of applause, let's call on stage Toastmaster Jyoti on the podium. Toastmaster Jyoti, can you please repeat after me? Today is a beautiful day.
Today is a beautiful day.
Serendipity. Great. Toastmaster Jyoti. Strategies, ha. Strategies, ha. Toastmaster Jyoti. The stage is all yours, rocket.
Strategies. Ha. That's what I'm going to call it. Let me ask you, do you use a strategy to meet people? Do you have a strategy to go out on a date? Does life come with a strategic book? How many I can show hands? Do you believe in it? Now, all of you need to smile up. When you just said today is a beautiful day, but when I look at your faces, it looks like somebody's coming to ask you 1 lakh loan. Fellow Toastmasters, public, I'm going to set that aside and make it as people relationship, because I do not believe in public relation or a strategy. It is often perceived as a banal statement by many. We always use that and say, that's nothing, no big deal. It is significant. We should remember what we say as banal is really not. It is the lifeblood of effective relationship. Let me start off with a very interesting acronym, which is interesting for me, with the hope that you will remember my message. CARE. Communicate. C. A, authenticity. R, as in relationship building. E, as in empathy. This is the only way into people and skills. At 63, I still work smart and hard. Yes, I am a social entrepreneur. How do you think things happen in my life? Do you think I was born a social entrepreneur? There are traits in all of us. Traits that we probably know or we don't know. How many of you feel that I'm an introvert? I don't like to go out, but I can speak with people. How many of you think my vocabulary is not good? My language is not good. I'm not going to go talk. When I go there, they're going to say something. How many of you? Technically, you should just unmute yourself. We are all adults. We know when to speak and when to disturb, right? When is that? I'm going to give you time. Beam, 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 gone. Build a relationship. When did you feel last? No, I can't deal with that person. Have you ever felt? There are times we feel like that. When we think of somebody outside of our radar. Very interestingly, they were asked, will you give money if somebody asked? I was hoping to get another statement to say, you raised your hand. Will you give the money to somebody you know or you don't know? That was slipped. And I would honestly say, my dad always said, give till it hurts. That's Mother Teresa's way. How am I a people-friendly person? You will laugh. I'm a father, or my father is from the army. Since he always traveled, when I was very young, I grew up in a household. In a household. Big joint family, 35 plus people. Do you think that is public or people? Those days in 1960s, it's like the railway station. Fellow Toastmasters, that became my DNA. If we don't know to speak, how we need to speak? You will be looking at the wall to the corner with your face up there. Respect was brought into your system. Empathetic behavior was your lifestyle. You were fed and told children were to be seen and not to be heard. But yet, my grandfather said, a head that keeps asking questions will grow. That was a relationship. Hence, in my life, I was always taught, give. Nobody dies from giving. Today, in this world, this day and age, we're talking about stem cell. Reach out. When I was growing up, what I'm doing today, social entrepreneur, public relations, was all about social service. If you don't do that, God, you will be punished. You won't go, you won't get mukti. All that they told. I am able to run programs without charging a penny, just by being a bridge to several corporate houses where the amount that comes in can be anything from 500 rupees to 50 lakhs. I work with social entrepreneurs in the CSR space. I know the grassroots people. I know them because I dealt with them as people. One of the programs that I got, I just happened to meet someone and I said, really nice, I'd like to know about you. That is not a strategy, but that's you. Get to know people, show people you care about them. Nothing is lost. When you ask somebody something about them, you love looking at yourself in the mirror, don't you? Exactly. They feel so empowered. And that person said, oh, this is what I am, la-di-di-da-da. Then he said, so what do you do, Jyoti? I said, well, something very simple. This is what I do. Next thing I knew, he said, why don't you do it for my company? And I said, are you sure? He said, do you doubt yourself? I said, absolutely not. And he gave a project for 5 lakhs. And it just happened within a matter of an hour. I will put across a video on our group because I didn't want to have 5 to 7 minutes with a video running. I want you to take a look and see what happened over these 3 years from COVID. When human beings are struck down with the most challenging phase, every day when people were crying that they can't go out, I was out every single day supporting the needy and the police. That was my connect, no strategy. Give what you can. Divine will give double back to you. Thank you. That's public people relationship. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Well, what a fabulous speech. Please keep the thunderous round of applause going for the speaker of the year. Don't wait for others to help you. If you can help, give a helping hand for you. In life, we always think of 2 things. If the person standing in front of us, if we help him or her, will they be able to help us back? How many of you think like this? Be frank, be generous. There's no shame to hear. Please raise your hands. Well, I think that people are getting too much generous in this meet. Well, as ma'am said, in life, strategies is needed, but in some portion of life, we can go without strategies, with a big smile and with a big heart out. Let's go in the next part of the meeting. That is the next prepared speaker. So before calling upon the speaker of the meet, so I like to call the speaker's evaluator. Right now, she is a person. She is a part of Globetrotters club president, and she is the most generous person I can see. And whenever I see her face is full of super energetic smile. So it's a big round of applause. Let's call the speaker's evaluator to share the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So our speaker today will deliver from his Pathway Visionary Communication Level 2 Project 1 speech. The purpose of the speech project for the member is to identify his primary leadership styles. The purpose of this speech is for member to share some special aspect of his primary leadership style and discuss leadership style in general. Timer, please note down the timing of the speech is 18 to 22 minutes. And all the very best to the speaker. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Right now, just calling up the next speaker. He is someone who helped people in the as a market access manager and a speaker by heart. So, Toastmaster Mrinal, can you please repeat after me? Today is a great day to deliver a great, pristine speech.
Today is a great day to deliver a great speech.
Toastmaster Mrinal, transform your leadership journey. Transform your leadership journey, Toastmaster Mrinal. The stage is all yours. Shake it.
Thank you. Just tell me, who want to be a legendary leader? Raise your hand. I know each and everyone want to be a legendary speaker. Can anybody be a legendary speaker? Answer is yes. Anybody can be a legendary leader. You just follow certain rules in your life. Today, I will fragments all of you through my transformation journey. I hope that you all can correlate with you. It's all about leaderships. I know leadership means we thought it's a great terminology. So some of the leadership quotes I follow in my life. So first, I'm coming to the great leader, Narayan Murthy. A great leader also has the ability to make people an inch taller in his presence time. So that's the beauty of leader. Second, I admire a lot Steve Jobs. Leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought in their good. Stephen Covey, I admire amazing leader and I follow his quote. Effective leadership is putting first thing first. Effective management is discipline and carrying it out. Said by Stephen Covey. We already did. So now I'm talking about the leadership style. When I just type it in the Googles, I can see that's more than 100. Once again, I type it 200 types. I'm totally confused. How many total leadership styles are there? So some of them sharing with you some of the core leadership style which I have and many people who have. Autocratic leader. This autocratic leader, mainly they try to follow, do as I say. Whatever I am saying, you just try to follow. In our group, I'll just try to give an example of some of the leader who follows some kind of this style. I think some extent Devanjan also styles autocratic leadership style, and also authoritative leadership style by Devanjana. Visionary, follow me. Visionary leaders means whatever quality I have, you need to follow, maintain the certain level. So that's all about visionary level. Space setting. Do as I do. Their expectations are high. They are very sensitive and they are always try to benchmark with their standards. I'll come into that and how I can use such kind of leadership. So democratic. I know that's our club presidents right now try to follow the democratic leadership style. What do you think? Try to engage many people in one forum and delegate tasks. Coaching styles. Yes, I know one leader already present, so follow coaching leadership style. Yes, you all are right. Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas tried to follow such kind of leadership style. So that's my way of understanding or way of my thoughts. Now coming to two critical component of leadership style, which is need of hour in today's era. Situational leadership style, act according to situations. I elaborate later because this is one of the key component. And another leadership style which I practice nowadays, emotional intelligence, is all about self and social awareness. So question is that how can I choose a leadership style? For me, leadership means human connection, how you connect with the human. That is the first and foremost thing. And second thing, self-awareness. So understand your different leadership styles, self-awareness, know yourself, who you are, what you want to achieve, and where you come from. These all are very important. Third, practice. If you want to becoming a legendary speaker, you need to practice, then only you can do whatever you want to do in your life, you can achieve it. Develop your leadership agility. Be like a child, behave like a child, and see. Try to learn each and everything, and you can see your transformation journey with you. So I want to share this my strength area as a leader. So this is a half an hour test almost. So this test is very meaningful. So as a core strength of my leader, I'm equalizer and influencer. It means I always try to give everyone a similar opportunity. I'm not biased, and I always support team and work for the team. And as a result, I'm influencer. Even in my organization also, right now I'm handling Eastern Zone, so connected with more than 300 people and more than that also. So I always try to influence to increase their productivity. So that's the role of a leader. Leadership means you create a leader. That's your role. And another leadership style, need not to go through the details. This is actually a research-based study. My core leadership style. My core leadership style is I'm a producer. This survey I done from Harvard Business Review. So my leadership style, producer. So as a producer, I always looking for the goal. I am totally aware of my organization, mission, vision statement, and I act accordingly. I always try to how I can meet our ultimate goal is how we can reach our destination, our goal. So that way we should working on that. Always try to inspire people, try to understand their thought process, what they are goods, what they are not good, how I can implement that. So that process I need to follow. Ultimate goal, whatever visions is there for the organization, whatever task is given to company for me, I always try to achieve that. That's my goal as a core leadership style. So that's all about my leadership. Now, another thing I'm talking about is psychology today. It's all about leadership score. Means where you are. The score is there 1 to 0 to 100, and you can see that my community vision score is 86%. It's a snapshot of almost 9 different communication styles. As a result, my total score is 86. Means I am in vision with clear direction. Whatever organization required from my end, same transformation I always share with my journey. I always regular follow up with the team, their progress. If they are not understand or try to evaluate them whether they are in the right direction or not. So for that, I follow TMRR model: target, review, target, measure, review, and reflections on regular basis to achieve our goals. Now, question is that how? There are so many people are there. As individual persons, we all are different. But how to delegate and empower? So initially, I'm talking about situational leaderships. So this is all about. Like there are across the global, you can find 4 different kind quadrant of people. It's all about will and skill matrix. So how I treat people who are having a high skill and I will. So for those person, I always try to delegate something, delegate certain work in their life, some projects to becoming a better persons, and I want to develop skill for the next ready-made for the next level. So that's why I treat with those who are having a high skill and high will matrix. Now coming to the another person's matrix is all about high skill, low will. Be very careful because any organization can damage because of this kind of peoples. And percentage, you know, what is the percentage of footfall of this kind of quadrant people? 80%. Yes, you had it right. 80% means what you need to do, you always try to give advice and try to pull down in a positive influence cycle of people with such kind of mentality. Otherwise, they can spoil the organization. Be careful with such kind of mentality. Next, low skill but high will. What do you do in such kind of peoples? You always try to motivate them, try to inspire them. Yes, you can do it. Whatever you are doing, you are absolutely right. You just need to practice, 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 and you will win one day. Don't worry, I am always with you. You always try to motivate them. Person having a very low will and low skill. How to deal with such kind of peoples? You always try to direct them. That is the only option. You can transform low will, low skill to high skill, high will. That is also possible. Although percentage is less, but if you are becoming effective leader, you can do that. Study suggests that 20% leaders can achieve that certain goal. People's matrix from low will, low skill, you can convert into high skill, high will matrix. That is also possible. So that way, actually, I try to follow my team, how I handle my team. So that's actually I'm following in any critical situation I'm doing right now. So now I talk about one new skill I learned recently and try to implement that. And what benefit I'm getting from it, I want to share with all of you. It's all about emotional intelligence. It's defined as to the ability to understand and manage your emotions as well as recognize and influence the emotion of those around you. It's very interesting. Please be careful with this slide deck I'm talking about. There are 4 components of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness. How it's all about self-awareness. You should manage yourself. First, manage your emotional. But how you can do that? I'll come to the later part also. But if you manage that, keep focus when things are going, is happening. We are stressed. When we are stressed, our cortisol hormone level is high. The purpose is that how you can reduce your cortisol hormone level, and you want to increase the testosterone hormone level ups. That's all about self-awareness. But how you can do that? Through self-management. How you can do that? I'll come to that point also. Talking about others is very much important. If you want to be becoming a legendary speaker, you try to follow that social awareness. I'm talking about you should connect with the human. You should connect with the others. Then only you can try to understand their feelings. You can share the empathy and you can proper guide them. And it's all about relationship management. It's very important tools. This 4 quadrant is very much important for year. So this is my year score. I already did test on year to understand better where I am nowadays. So in self-awareness, my score is 7, self-management 8, social awareness 9, relationship management 8. It is quite good, isn't it? I hope you all agree with me. So it's very much important nowadays becoming emotional leaderships you try to build. Why I'm telling that? EQ accounts for what percent of job performance for supervisor through CEOs? Do you know that? 60%. Now coming to the next is very critical component. What percent of top performers are having high in EQ? Any guesses? Any guesses from anyone? Yes, 90%. And last, I want to share with all of you, what percentage of low performers are high in EQ? You will be surprised. Only 20%. So you can correlate. Today, leadership is not all about your high EQ. It's all about not IQ also. So you both have the both amalgamations to becoming an effective leaders. But question is how you can manage your emotional intelligence. I'll share some of the tips I follow shared by Daniel Goleman, who is known for the guru for emotional intelligence in globally, and some practice I'm doing right now. So one thing is talking about mindfulness activity. Our TMOD also talking about mindfulness meditations. So what you need to do, you can switch on your camera. You can practice with me also. Is all about close your eyes and you try to inhale, exhale, and try to observe your breathing pattern through your nostrils. Just try to do it for 15 minutes. What benefit you can get it? You reduce your stress level. Your cortisol level automatically down. You just need to practice on day-to-day basis. Stress, you can reduce your stress by doing this small activity on day-to-day basis. So it's very much effective. Second, write down the emotion. How you can do that? Just take a piece of paper and write down why you are feeling so negative on particular day. What is the reason behind that? You just try to write down and you see the beauty of this result. I just urge you to just practice in your daily life and then say what benefit you are getting from this. Another thing talking about cognitive behavioral therapy is very much important. So paper already published in the Harvard Business Schools. So tell me, friends, stress is good or bad? Anyone? Stress is good or bad? What do you suggest? Is good or bad? Yes.
Anything balanced is always good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I just want to about the study. A study conducted almost in about 15 years. It suggests too much stress is not good, but stress is always good. Certain stress, if you are not in stress, you never perform your ultimate peak positions. Those who are having a stress, they can increase their productivity by 20%. Friends, in leadership domain, 20% increase in productivity is not a less number. It's a huge number, friends. So stress is always good, but how you can take it, that is important. So that part you need to take care of that. Next, changing your physiology. Your stress, suppose you change your sitting positions. You can run, you can walk, you can sing, you can talk to your close friends, whatever, but you change your positions. If you love to cooking, do that. Change your mindset. These are very small steps, but you can create wonder to become a legendary speaker or legendary leaders, whatever you want to achieve. Just try to follow that. Another thing I'm talking about, deep breathing exercise is very useful tools when mainly we are in anger position. We all are angry, isn't it? Due to situational, we all are anger, tension, depressed. Sometimes what happen, we are not any suppose before the presentation also sometimes we are very tense or maybe stressed. But how you can reduce that? You follow the deep breath exercise. How you can do that? Just count 4, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then hold it for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So exhale twice, then inhale. This pattern, breathing pattern, you try to practice for 10 times in a day and see the result. And that is scientifically proven I'm talking about. Whatever I'm saying now, we have scientific backup. Now, architect a small win. This is very much important. People are hesitant to share their success story, but don't be afraid of sharing your own story. This is your success. You want to share with your success story with others. Anything, you're emotional, to share with your close circle. If you're not trying to solve one problem, try to help from others. Our president ma'am talk about the group activity, and this is also very helpful in group activity. as well to reduce the stress. Now, help others in need. This is very much important. Why I'm telling this? With doing this once in a week, you can increase your productivity by 33%. This is data already published in the Harvard Business School. Whatever possible way. Suppose you are becoming a mentor or you are a mentee. Whatever way, you just try to help each other and see the difference. You can increase the productivity by 33%. This is not a less number. Now I'm talking about another things. Empathy exercise. We all can follow empathy exercise. What is empathy exercise? It's all about reading non-verbal communication. How you can read the non-verbal communications through their entire body language, eyes, your facial expressions, your body language, you all can observe. Just need to observe each and every person's. And if you practice on day-to-day basis by observing people by through their non-verbal communication, you becoming master of your leadership because you understand people better way. And that is a need of our today's era, how you can understand your peoples. Now I'm talking about another, is all about reframing, how you can reframing. Just take a piece of paper, write it down. Reframing, you can do wonders. What kind of things? Just write down your target. What are the things you want to achieve in your life? Short term, mid term, long term, and reframing it. And try to find out why you are not achieving that target. What are the things you need to take care of that? You need to follow that directions, and you create wonders. You becoming a legendary leader. And last not the least, how, not what. What is this? We all know that 93% contribution is non-verbal communication. You try to understand, when you speak with people, you are not observe the speaking power of the people. You just try to observe the body language, tonality, gesture, and voice. This part you need to observe and see the difference. You becoming a legendary leader, but you need to practice. So this is my recent achievements. I already achieved Culture Champion Awards. So you can see is so this achieved almost 5,000 employees already there in my domain. So out of 5,000, only 1% can achieve that, and that is possible. That is possible because of me. I just try to follow in a proper process oriented, and I always try to collaborate with the teams and try to give the right directions. So that's the leaders. Leaders is all about, for me, is if you want to delegate tasks, you want to create followers. But when you delegate with authority, you create leaders. So my role is that I should not be leader, I should create leaders in the organization, those who perform well. So that's all about my transformation journey as a leader. Over to you.
Well, what a great speech we have just witnessed. Please keep the applause going for Toastmaster Minal for his hard work for 18 to 22 minutes. Giving a speech about that long span of time requires patience, dedication, what not. So kudos to you, man, for your hard work. And yes, that's true. A leader is a person who knows the way, who shows the way, and who goes the way. We all are sitting here to transform ourselves into for the D-Day to become supreme leaders one day. To become supreme leaders right now, the second law of Nirvana, that is self-discipline. How many of you are self-disciplined? Can you raise your hands? Right now, a lot of people will raise up their hands. So, Toastmaster Priyam, can you let us know what is self-discipline as per you? And do you think are you a self-disciplined man or not? If yes, by what terms?
I try to be disciplined, and incrementally in life, I have become a more disciplined person, but I'm still extremely disciplined. I sleep very late into the night. I'm a night owl. I'm really trying to change that. And I'm not regular with my gym, my workouts. So that is something I can be more disciplined at. I'm not, haven't completed my reading goals for the year. I plan to read 50 books. So if I can achieve all of that, achieve whatever I've decided, if I can do what I said I'll do, then I'm disciplined. And I haven't been disciplined this year, so I'll opt out of that discussion. But yes, discipline is doing what you said you do, basically.
That's great. So next I'd like to call Toastmaster Madhusudan. Can you let us know, are you a self-disciplined person? If yes, by what terms?
Whatever I do it with a strong heart. It is for the other person to take.
That's a great reply to the question. Whatever you do with a strong heart, that's it. We all need a strong heart to go. So I'd like to call Toastmaster Shushmita. Can you let us know, are you a self-disciplined person or not? If yes, by what terms?
Sorry, could you please come again, Toastmaster Saranava?
Yeah, sure. So are you a self-disciplined person? If yes, by what terms? Please let us know.
Yes. During my motherhood, I have really become a self-disciplined. You can teach someone discipline once you are self-disciplined. That's what I feel. So to show my daughter how to become disciplined, I had to become self-disciplined.
Uh,
Over to you.
That's great. In life, let me share my story, my personal anecdote, what discipline had made me to do so. If few months back, just go back to the month of January. If you met Swarnava that time, he was a kind of person whose weight was around 105 kgs. Right now, guess what's my weight? It is around 70 kgs. That's the power of self-discipline. Right now, speaking of mornings, my morning starts at 4:30 a.m. before the sunshine. That's the power of self-discipline. And in achieving nirvana in life, what do you need apart from being generous? It's self-discipline. Because self-discipline treats you how to lead your life. And to become leaders, just subtract the word discipline from that. Leadership doesn't exist at all. So the second rule of attaining nirvana is being self-disciplined and following the goals of life. Now, without doing further ado, let's move on to the next section of Toastmasters. That's the last section. That is lunch, breakfast, and dinner for all of us to let us know where we can do better and where we can grow our hearts out. With a big round of applause, let's call the general evaluator of the meet, Toastmaster Priyam, back to the podium.
Thank you so much, and let's keep the applause going for the wonderful Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shronavo, who keeps guiding us with his self-discipline generously. In order to keep the session going, I think the evaluation section is the nirvana for any Toastmaster. If they have the self-discipline to generously partake in it. To begin the evaluation section, I shall call upon stage the first evaluator for the first speech, the distinguished Toastmaster Master Archita Tiwari, who will finally now have to turn their video on. So over to you, ma'am, distinguished Toastmaster Archita Tiwari, for the first evaluation.
There are times when you hear a speech and the speech resonates with you. Today's been one of those days. Good evening, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster Jyoti in particular. Your speech today really made me think about public relations strategies and what strategies I have applied in my life and whether they've worked out for me or not. Let me start by telling you things that I truly appreciated about your speech. I love the way you began so energetically with a question. All throughout your speech, your energy was fantastic. The way that you interacted by asking multiple questions like, do you believe, really made us all connect with your speech much better. I felt that the body language was absolutely fantastic with facial expression on point. For example, when you said, no, that change in expression truly made sure that you were really into the speech. Do you know? With that eye going up, the eyebrows moving upwards really made us or told us how much you've invested into the speech. And finally, the third point that I appreciated in your speech is the unique personal story and your take on public relations strategy. Most people go by a very conventional method of talking about how they strategize to connect with people. You started by talking about kindness, right, from Mother Teresa to your family values, and made sure that we understood where you're coming from. So, your unique personal story really made us think in a very different direction. You talked about CARE. I'm here to do the same. The CARE is my sense or my ideas that would help you to take your speech to the next level. Starting with C, the C stands for choreograph the stage better. What do I mean when I say that? When you were talking about looking at the wall, you looked backwards. Looking backwards can make you disconnected with the audience. You can look at the side wall, making sure your side profile is still visible and connected with the audience. That is stage choreography. A is await response. Multiple times in your speech, you asked us questions, but did not wait for any of us to respond. A simple way of doing that is asking the question, raise your hand. That way, you'll be able to have the audience have a show of hands and look at their responses. The R is realize the potential of your voice. When you say, at 63, I still work, emphasize on 63. At 63, I still work. That can really make your statement sound much better. And finally, E, effective conclusion. Your conclusion had a beautiful message, but it did not come across because it was rushed. I felt that you were speeding through your conclusion because of the red card. Make sure to take it slow. With these points, I hope that you're able to take your speech up to the next level. Fabulous interaction, great body language, and unique personal story. Remember to keep in mind stage choreography, response, and potential of your voice. With that, all the best.
Thank you so much. That was an excellent evaluation. You carefully connected the word care used by the speaker to the actual, to your interpretation of how they had delivered the speech and what they can do better. I agree with your evaluation. In order to add a few more pointers, Toastmaster Jyoti, you gave such an excellent speech. You have a way of rousing the audience with your energy and you inspire us. If only you could pace your speech a bit better. The pace of your speech was that of a rom-com. Only if it could have been that of a thriller, we would have been far more engaged in learning more about your PR strategies. Ending with your takeaway, give till it hurts, whether it is to your joint family or at the railway station. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti, for that fantastic speech. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Jyoti? Moving on to the second evaluator. The second speaker was Toastmaster Mrinal, and to evaluate Toastmaster Mrinal, we have Toastmaster Sushmita. Toastmaster Sushmita, over to you.
Good morning, everyone, once again. And Toastmaster Mrinal, congratulations for winning the award from your office as the leader. And congratulations for winning our heart after delivering this kind of speech. What a great speech it was when we are here to learn leadership style. It was not banal at all. You have spoke about great leaders. You reminded us about those leaders. You have explained very beautifully about various leadership styles. You explained what does those means, and also you told the example of such leaders in our real life, in our from Toastmaster life. You had very great presentation of different leadership skills and matrices. And not only that, you have told how you have found your leadership style by giving a 30 minutes assessment test. And you have explained beautifully also how you do that, how you incorporate your leadership style. it doesn't end here. You have given many suggestions how to help meditate, writing our targets, long term, short term, which are not only helpful as a leader, but also as a human being. But as all human beings, we want to improve. I have a couple of suggestions for you. You have spoke about delegation. You have spoke about motivation. You told beautifully what you do to delegate. You have motivated your team. But we, as audience, we wanted some kind of examples, like we wanted an example from your work culture, like what you exactly do. Like, as personally, I know you are a salesperson. I was expecting that you will giving example of you had this much of sale to do, then this some portion you have delegated to your this team member, that examples. And motivation, like where your team members had lose motivation, and how exactly did you do to motivate them, and how you reached that success. That examples we were waiting for. And in your presentation, it was lovely presentation, but it was full of content, so it was very difficult for me to go through all the contents. So when you are doing some presentation, make it little brief so that we can read it. And like, as questions you asked, who wants to be legendary leader, I feel you didn't wait there. You could have asked like, who is great leader to people, couple of answers from the audience that could have connected to audience more. And it was like too much of research oriented data, and you spoke about lot of emotional intelligence there. Somewhere I felt you got diverted from your leadership style and what is your primary leadership style and your transformation journey as a leader. It was very good research work. It is very good as a keynote speech, but level completion speech we need like entertainment. In your case, we needed more example to connect more to audience. Thank you, and over to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. That was an excellent evaluation. 2 suggestions, and I'm nitpicking here. We can avoid using the word "but" since it adds a negative connotation to the speech, and you can summarize a bit better. If you can take some more time and summarize towards the end, it adds as a great takeaway for the speaker. Toastmaster Ninal, I loved a few things about your speech. Your use of props was something really unique that is not seldom seen on a Zoom call. The use of perfume that you spray over the screen, when you alluded to fragrance, I want to add fragrance to this audience by virtue of my leadership style speech. That was amazing. And the second and most important thing that I loved about your speech was the amount of resources that you shared with us. I have already Googled global leadership emotional intelligence test, psychology today test, and I'm going to sit down and go through these tests myself, the parameters, and maybe even test my leadership skills here. So job well done. I agree with Toastmaster Sushmita that you could add a bit more examples, more anecdotes in order to make the leadership examples more relatable for the audience, because it was a lot of theory. Only if you can add a bit of anecdote, an example, maybe your success story, your stories of struggle, somebody in the audience, you could pick somebody out from the audience and ask them, what if your experiences in this regard been? Apart from that wonderful speech, we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ninal. That was a fantastically delivered speech. Moving on, I'd now like to call upon the language evaluator, the timer, Toastmaster Madhurima, to deliver the timer's report for today's meeting. Toastmaster Madhurima.
PM Jyoti Thomas takes times 7 minutes 27 seconds. PM Mrinal Kranti Ghosh takes time 21 minutes 34 seconds. And for the evaluator, DTM Archita Tiwari takes times 3 minutes 22 seconds. And TM Shushmita Shamanto takes times 3 minutes 22 seconds. And thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhurima. The only wrong thing that you did in today's meeting is that being the timer, you were not in time to explain your role for the meeting. But apart from that, job well done. And the way you explained your role after that, the way you displayed the cards throughout the meeting, everybody was well aware that they were running out of time or that they are on time. Also, it's a really important task to time such a long speech. That is something that I've been seeing for the first time. A timer being so attentive that they're timing it so accurately. So job well done. Only if when you deliver your report, you can add a bit of drama, a bit of introduction. Because your role as a timer is also meaningful. When you come up on stage, just introduce yourself once again, add to the theme, say something about Nirvana, that if you're on time, it helps you achieve Nirvana, something like that. Just connect to the audience in a better manner. Uh, Job well done. Thank you, Toastmaster Madhurima. Now I'd like to call upon the language evaluator, Toastmaster Madhusudan, to deliver the language evaluator's report. Toastmaster Madhusudan.
Hello, everyone. Toastmasters Swarnava used so one time, and Toastmaster Minal used so several times. Toastmaster Jyoti used twice. And coming to the grammarian part of good, noting of good sayings and quotes, Toastmaster Swarnava, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Coming to Toastmaster Priyam, evaluation section is the nirvana for all Toastmasters. Then coming to Toastmaster Jyoti, there are traits in all of us. You know, you don't know. Social service, know people, supporting the needy. Coming to Toastmaster Minal, today is a great day to deliver a great speech. Practice, practice, practice. Behave like a child. Don't worry, I am always with you. And coming to word of the day, Toastmaster Sushmita used once, and all the other Toastmasters get a round of applause as they were flawless. Over to you.
I think even Toastmaster Jyoti used the word of the day twice, if I'm not wrong. So that was one thing you missed out. But apart from that, flawless report, no recommendations for you. Now let me move on to evaluate the meeting as a whole. The person who started the meeting, and we were running a bit late. We started 5 minutes late. The Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Devanjana. I think what I love about Toastmaster Devanjana is her clear diction. Nobody can misunderstand what she says because she says it so clearly. And she started the meeting on a great note, very positive note. Secondly, Toastmaster Devanjana laid out all the ground rules extremely clearly. She asked the audience members to do an audio and video check before going on to speak. She asked them not to chat. She introduced the president really well. So the president was cheered up and pumped up to start the meeting. So well done, Toastmaster Devanjana. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? The second person that president, Toastmaster Sushmita, with your enthusiasm, you opened up the meeting really well. You set the tone for the rest of the meeting. When a president so enthusiastically introduces the Toastmaster of the day, even they are pumped up. They are geared to. I wish you introduce Toastmaster of the day like a celebrity. Like he loves skydiving and he's a traveler. Although the club's name is Globetrotters, he's the person who travels a lot. So that was really well done. Are there any guests in the meeting that you could have interacted with? Any guests that are attending the meeting today? So that is the only recommendation. If there are any guests, you can always interact with them. Otherwise, you also interacted. So job well done. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. The Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shornovo, had so many interactions lined up that it took a huge part of the meeting. So although all his interactions were superb, you spoke about leadership, you made the audience members do the breathing exercise, you spoke about Nirvana. These are great tidbits and great segments that are a part of separate meetings. So doing all of them together really stretches the role of a Toastmaster of the day. So even if you did one, it would be as impactful as it has been today. Apart from that, great group interaction, great activities, great theme, by the way, Nirvana. What a beautiful theme. I think it's relevant. The weather today is also so serene, so beautiful, so calm. It's great to talk about something as serene as Nirvana. You alluded to the table topic section as a roller coaster ride and the evaluation section as the breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions. That was really unique. You continued referring to that statement time and again throughout your speech. So that was something that really stuck. You spoke about generosity, discipline. You sprinkled the entire section, the entire meeting with examples from Nirvana and things that you want other people to know about Nirvana. So that was really well done. You stretched the theme out really well, and you laid out the role of played out the role of a Toastmaster of the day superbly. So kudos, job well done, Toastmaster Ronovo. So your warm introductions really inspire me to, introduce everybody like they're a celebrity, like there's somebody everyone should know in the room. So job well done. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Apart from that, the meeting as a whole was superb. Only if everybody can keep their videos on at all times, we can have an even better meeting. So that was the general evaluators report. I would love to hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shronovo. Teach us something more about Nirvana.
Well, please keep applause going for the general evaluator, the mate for the great serendipity bounce of learning. Nirvana, right now, the last law of Nirvana is going to come. Guess what is it? Any guesses? Now let me share. It's meditation. How many of you do meditation in a day, every day? Raise your hands. And how many of you can turn on the videos? Please raise your hands. Please, audience members, it's a great nirvana to have you all here. Please turn on your videos. It's a humble request. So I like to ask Toastmaster Jyoti, as she raised her hands, since how long, ma'am, you are so much attached to meditation, and how do you define meditation in your words?
Meditation for me is purely stilling of your mind, emptying your mind. And I think the minute we know to declutter not just the material things, but also that clutters your mind, for me, that is meditation. I'm a morning riser. I wake up anytime between 3:30 to 4. So I am at least 3 hours ahead of many people. I've also learned it by watching. I have a lot of role models. I've seen it in my family. I have also taken up several courses where I do long-term retreats, where we are there on silent retreat for 2-3 weeks. Before COVID, I would go like 3 times a year into 2-week retreats. There's a stilling, but challenges in life take you to that place. It's very easy for me to say, but I think it's something which we learn. You can meditate even when I'm talking, when I'm walking, it doesn't mean, but the calming of your mind is meditation. To be able to accept is meditation. That's what it's kept me fueled, high energy only because of that.
Meditation, I can guess, Toastmaster Jyoti, it's your life, just a portrait of your life. And I like the word still your mind. And I'm doing meditation since last 2 years, and I am loving it. My dear audience, just like Toastmaster Jyoti, I wake up at 4:30. What's my first job? To sit on a cozy place, close my eyes, and think about myself. That is meditation for me. So I like to call Toastmaster the Devanjana. Can you please let us know? Do you do meditation? Yes or no? And what do you think about meditation?
Well, I don't do meditation. Am I audible? Like I don't know.
Yeah, you are greatly audible.
Okay, so basically, I don't do a meditation, but yeah, I'm planning to do. So that's why I'm planning for doing a solo trip as well to Rishikesh from Delhi because currently I'm in Gurgaon. So I have planned that I will go to Rishikesh and will go and peace my mind in the next week. So yeah, I'm planning to do the meditation, but I'm doing currently meditation.
Mountains are Rishikesh. I still remember in 2019 when I went there with a group of people who were there for a yoga event on the International Yoga Day. On the mountains, Rishikesh, it's such a serene experience for me to doing yoga on that feet. I think you definitely love it. So the last law is meditation, and that helps us for self-introspection and to think about ourselves. Just before handing over the podium to the president of the club, let's do a small activity. For that, I would request all the members, please turn on your videos. All the members present here, please turn on your videos for the activity. Well, that's great. So please repeat after me. Close your eyes with a big smile and repeat after me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Think of the moment you are super happy in your life. Think of the moment it was the memorable day of your life. It might be a day when it's your first birthday or you got your first present. Think of that moment. You were supreme happy at that moment. Think of the time you are pristine throughout the body and you're super good.
क्षितिज हेलो यार, ये तो हो ही नहीं रही है बिल्कुल भी। मैं क्या करूं? मीन्स मैंने देख तेरे को भेजा एक नया लिंक।
कौन रहा है वो तो?
हाँ, बट उसमें तुम मार्क कर पा रहे हो?
Toastmaster Devanjan, would you like
फोन तो दिख रहा है तो हम मार्क भी कर ही सकते हो।
The Zoom master can mute it. We don't have to worry
She
about it.
herself is the Zoom master.
Great.
She's the Zoom master.
Right. So,
That's meditation. That's okay.
life is full of distraction, and meditation is the cure for that distraction.
We don't have to take it as a distraction. It can be a wake-up call.
So right now, with a big round of applause, I'd like to hand over the stage to the president of the club, Toastmaster Sushmita. The stage is all yours.
Thank you everyone to stay up till 12 o'clock for this meeting. Yeah, Toastmaster Devanjana will share the voting link in a couple of minutes. I guess it's ready. Devanjana, could you please share the voting link? Okay, by the time she is sharing the voting link, let me ask you something. It's a short script meeting. Everyone can share the takeaway from today's meeting. First, I will come to Toastmaster Madhusudan. Any takeaway from today's meeting?
Attending Toastmasters meeting on Sunday is an icing of the cake for the whole day.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Toastmaster Madhusudan. Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. So your speech was kind of okay, how a speech can be delivered. I will contact separately to you. Okay, I would like to know takeaway for today's meeting.
Every time I think of Globetrotters in Kolkata, it's your Rasgulla that brings me to you. Not what the takeaway is, nobody is saying I'll parcel some for you. The other takeaway is being present at minimum two. I keep a list every day visiting Toastmasters to give a speech, because that's something which I've taken on to stretch beyond my comfort zone despite my work. So the takeaway is I got the point here. It was a different meeting. Interesting, I got to meet Runal because we met in a different club at Leadership Toronto Club, and that's how we connected. I got to see another side of him here, the slides that I'm non-techie. So the takeaway is Do I fret and cry about I'm not tech smart? Or am I going to enjoy and let everybody be there doing it and do my own work? It's a wake-up call. That's a take back for me. Because I was very concerned earlier when I used to see the youth and everybody doing like, she, quickly on technology. And despite whatever my language was, I would think, oh my God, am I failing? Then came a point and I said, no. And that's why today I did not play the video or anything. I said, no, I will work on what is my strength and not worry about what my little other things can be. So I think that's a major takeaway today. So I have to thank you for that. I'll enjoy those who can do technology well and ask them to do it for me also.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti, for coming with it, and like, thank you so much for this. And Toastmaster Priyam, you have shared many feedbacks to all of us. Thank you so much for coming to Globetrotters Toastmaster Club. I would love to hear your takeaway for the day.
My takeaways are many. Whether it is the grace and elan which with Toastmaster Jyoti delivered her speech, she was fabulous. I'd learn more. I'd like to learn more from how to deliver a speech from her. Toastmaster Mrinal has shared some really interesting resources on leadership, which I'd love to go back and look at. I've already Googled some of those during the meeting, and I'd love to look at those also. And also the tidbits shared about Nirvana by Toastmaster Shornovo, and inculcating a bit of self-discipline in my life is what I would like to try and do henceforth. So these are the few takeaways from this meeting. Lovely meeting. Enjoyed attending. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyam. And now it's time for the result. Before that, I would like to call up on stage our area director, Toastmaster Mrinal, to say a few words.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I think it's a great meeting. It's a great learning experience. So even every Sunday, I also treat it as an official day only. So like in office also, same thing happened with me. So wake up early morning, bathing, everything is complete, and then attend Toastmaster meeting. So follow with proper discipline. And today, quality of the meeting is already raised the bar. And I know that each and every meeting, Globetrotters Toastmasters raised the bar for all of us. I think that is important. Learn many new things for Sharnavo. I think self-discipline is a critical factor for success in life. But how you practice it, that is important. And sharing inspiration story, 105 kg to 70 kg within a year. It's a remarkable journey. Thank you for sharing with us. And thank you, Toastmaster Priyam, for your presence as a GE. We learned a lot of new things. What is the exact role of a general evaluator? And I love the energy of each and every speaker. I know Toastmaster Jyoti for a long time. Although meetings only less than 1 year, but I can think that we can connect many years. I can feel like that. So such kind of bonding we already having with Toastmaster Jyoti, and I'll learn each and every day from Toastmaster Jyoti. The amazing speaker, amazing human being. So when you connect with such kind of positive cycle of people, you do wonders. Now you can see each and every Toastmasters from this club: Toastmaster Madhusudan, Toastmaster Madhurima, Toastmaster Devanjana, Toastmaster Ruby, all are doing fabulous job. And some of the members are not there today's meeting, but as a team, you are doing wonders. And if you follow this kind of quality meeting, I know that one day this club will be one of the best club in District 124 as the online versions. So that's all from my side. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. It's thundering like anything. I was so scared. So before my network and everything goes, let me declare the result. So today's base primary role player is none other than our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sarnava Moli. Congratulations. Yeah, we have learned many things from you today. And today's best speaker, who has demonstrated the leadership skill, Toastmaster Mrinal. Toastmaster Mrinal, best speaker. Thank you. Best evaluator is none other than DTM Archita Tiwari. Congratulations, DTM Archita. I will convey the message to her. And our best tag role player is our today's timer, Toastmaster Madhurima. Toastmaster Madhurima, congratulations. And with this, I will also like to know there are many takeaways from today's meeting, but I would like to specially thankful to Toastmaster PM. I have learned I am very scared of GE section, and you were like on time, short script. You have touched each and everyone. I have literally learned how to be a G. I will try to take that role in our next meeting. Thank you. And thank you, everyone. With this, I officially close this meeting. And the floor is open for chit chat. Thank you. Yes, so what's the